step from Section B to Section A is quite a bit now. All right, we saw a situation last year where a Section B team beat a Section A team in the quarter final, which I suppose was a welcome development, irrespective of what teams were involved. It meant that maybe we were closing the gap now. I certainly was one that had high hopes for Kildimo Pallaskenry coming up, but we have been sort of brought up on a diet for the last 5 or 6 years of Kildimo Pallaskenry winning all round them. You know, if you go back, and I, as a Glenroman, I can very particularly remember here in 2017 when they beat us in the intermediate final. But the trajectory has been very, very rapid and meteoric since for Kildimo Pallaskenry, and I suppose it's a new space that they're in at the moment, in that they're after losing a couple of matches, which hasn't happened at any grade, I'd say, since possibly 2016. So now I understand, I wasn't there, you were there last week, and that the performance against Kilmallock was possibly more promising than the previous two. I saw the game against Napirsig, and I didn't think they were that far off it, especially when I'll be telling you in a minute about what I saw last Saturday evening in Bruff and what I saw from Napirsig, and Doon will well know that. But the stakes for Doon, John, are extremely high as well, because you have a scenario whereby we're Doon to lose this game. They're into a situation where they'll be Kildimo Pallaskenry will overtake them on points now, and it will all go down to the last game in which Doon will be playing a hand who, if they lose, the listeners have probably lost me at this stage, if they lose Napirsig to Napirsig, you could conceivably have three teams on 2 points at the end of this fourth round, which would make for very interesting. Also very interesting, John, is were a hand to get something from Napirsig, and we can't totally discount that because they got a draw from them last year, and if they were to get something, it would mean that if Kildimo win here today, Kildimo Pallaskenry, then they would have the head-to-head on Doon. So the whole thing is fascinating, and one thing is certain, that the fourth round may not decide very much at either end.
That is for sure. Quick check on the teams before referee Donegal Callahan gets us underway here. Starting with Doon, in goals is Tomas Lynch. Full back line of Cormac Ryan, Owen Fitzgibbon and Diarmuid Cummins. Cummins wearing number 18 comes in for Shane O'Connell. Half back line, Jack Cummins, Darragh O'Donovan and Eddie Stokes. Cian O'Donovan and Dara Stapleton is in wearing 21 for Ty Whelan. In midfield, Kevin Maher, Barry Murphy and Jack Ryan, the half forward line. Pat Ryan is the Doon captain wearing number 13, and he's joined in the Doon full forward line by Donald Coughlin and Adam English. And the Doon team, as we'll discuss in a few moments, plenty of changes expected positionally in that. Quickly over to Kildimo Pallaskenry in goals, John Chalk. Full back line, Kevin O'Connell, Tony McCarthy and Kieran McMahon. Davy Fitzgerald, Liam Griffin and number 18 Kieran Barry in the half back line. Connor Staff and Peter Nash in midfield. Sean Barry, Barry O'Connell and Jack O'Keefe in the half forward line. Darren O'Connell, Kyle Hayes, the Kildimo Pallaskenry captain, and number 19 Luke O'Keefe make up the full forward line. Matt, as I said, in both teams, plenty of positional switches expected here as we're close to throwing with Donegal Callahan.
Yeah, we all know the number of players and frontline players that Doon are down, but certainly it is a blow to Kildimo Pallaskenry, the fact that Cathal Downs is not lining out, because certainly last year, and he had been such an influential member of the squad, and what a year it has been for Cathal Downs with the big ball code at inter-county level. I think we're underway here.
We are indeed. Adam English delivers ball inside. Pat Ryan going for it, as is Kevin Maher. It's Maher that has it. We have played 11 seconds here in Kilmallock, and we have the first score of the game. Very well taken one by Kevin Maher.
Yeah, very, very well taken score, John, and exactly what the doctor ordered for Doon to get the boost of an early score.
Puck out from John Chalk, goes short, plenty of positional changes, gives it to Tony McCarthy. We'll update you with those. One of them is Liam Griffin in the half forward lines. Griffin going up for this ball, And it gets a flick in it. It's batted away well though by Doon. It's Darrow Donovan wearing 6 but likely to operate in the middle of the park today. Gets the pass away. It's O'Donovan going for it again. Under pressure here is O'Donovan, switches play beautifully. Plenty of time and space here for his brother Keane. Keane O'Donovan now looking to deliver, goes straight down the same line. Good movement from Pat Ryan inside. Ryan has it. Lovely jink from Ryan. Second point of the day for Doon is not, as it drops short to John Chalk, and it's gone all the way into the net. A very uncharacteristic mistake by the Kildimo Pallaskenry keeper. Matt, we've the first goal of the game.
Absolutely, totally uncharacteristic of John, because he's the epitome of solidness, and that is absolutely, it makes it a much better start for Doon.
Indeed it does. Puck out there by Chalk. Great take on that side by Jack O'Keefe. O'Keefe goes forward. He's been fouled. Matt, a huge moment in this game, and you have to think, looking at it on the replay again just moments ago, just a lack of concentration.
Yeah, of course, you know, everybody, I suppose every player is very vulnerable with the first touch in a game, and I'm sure that's what happened to John. Is it John's first appearance actually in the second appearance in the championship this year? And there'll be no one more disappointed than John. Now Sean Barry is stepping up to this free, and you would expect that Sean Barry will put it between the sticks and open Kildimo Pallaskenry's account.
Yeah, straight.
And we didn't put the commentator's curse on him, John.
Oh, unlike you, Matt, for a change, it hasn't gone that way. Just over 2 minutes played here in Kilmallock, and it is the first score of the game for Kildimo Pallaskenry and Sean Barry, who so prolific from frees last time out in their game. 3-2 Kilmallock, and it's Doon looking sharp here. Barry Murphy in particular gets the pass away, and it's a good one over to Diarmuid Cummins. Cummins has been fouled, and a chance now for Adam English, Matt, to open his account.
Yeah, chance for Adam English now. He was very, very good against the Piershick last Saturday night, both from frees, and he got a couple from play as well. But the run there was very good to take it on, and but he ran into a kind of a forest of Kildimo defenders. So Adam English is stepping up to this, and from what I saw last week, his radar was very, very much on cue, and I'd be surprised if he doesn't put this one over the bar.
Yeah, well within the compass of Adam English, you would imagine, just on the 45-metre line as he strikes it. Adam English gets the nod from the umpire. Second point of the game for Doon. First for English, and it's 1-2 to 1 point, and we played just over 3 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and I think Doon will be very, very, very happy with the start. And we didn't mention it, but John, I don't think there's any wind worthwhile. The tricolour down here in our left is practically limp. The sideline flags alike. So I don't think the wind is a factor.
Davy Fitzgerald delivering for Darren O'Connell. Good movement from O'Connell. Seems to be operating inside, and it's worked out on that occasion there. Second point for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Matt, very, very good start to this game.
Very, very good start, and that was a particularly good score from Darren O'Connell, because it was played into him. It was a corner forwards ball that he got, but having said that, he had a good bit of work to do, and he made it his own and put it over the bar.
Donald Coughlin winning possession for Doon. Good take back there by Diarmuid Cummins. Gets it back to Coughlin once more. Coughlin delivering inside. Good movement in there from Kevin Maher and Pat Ryan. Ryan gets to it first. Efforts from Tony McCarthy and Peter Nash just falls in Pat Ryan's favour, and away goes Pat Ryan. Great work from Peter Nash to dispossess him, and it's Kildimo Pallaskenry picking up the pieces. Kieran McMahon gives this one back to Barry O'Connell. Barry O'Connell delivering. Not the best of strikes from O'Connell. It's one back there. Great take from Diarmuid Cummins once more. Finds a pass to Adam English. And English on the run now. Challenged eventually by Jack O'Keefe. And back there again. It's over carrying, I think they call. Free in for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Matt, they've reacted brilliantly since the concession of that goal.
Absolutely. They have reacted, absolutely. And you could see it there in that little cameo, because Adam English had two opportunities. First of all, to get it away, and in both times he was blocked down. So that will give you an idea of the work rate that Kildimo Pallaskenry are bringing to the game. But of course, as we said, their backs are to the wall, and it's make or break for them.
Sean Barry now just outside the Doon 65-metre line. Whatever wind, I should say, that, as Matt O'Callaghan said, isn't huge. Seems to be heading towards the town goal, Matt, as Barry strikes this one. They'll need to score most of these. Well, Kildimo Pallaskenry, from Sean Barry's point of view, he'll be disappointed with that one.
Yeah, Sean Barry will be disappointed with that because he is prolific from place balls, and that looked to be one within his compass.
It's Jack Ryan down trying to blend this one back to Cian O'Donovan. O'Donovan does well to get position into his hand. Needs help now as 4 Kildimo Pallaskenry's players convert. Does very well to get the pass away to Eddie Stokes. Stoke just over the head of Dara, stapled in and out over the end line. It was a big chance for Doon to launch another attack, but Eddie Stokes' pass on that occasion didn't go to plan. It's a sideline ball now for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Barry O'Connell has taken it quick back to John Chalk. Chalky now with plenty of time and space to deliver. Goes down the same line. Long one there towards Connor Staff. Staff gets a flick to it, but the pace is picked up back there, and it's picked up by Cormac Ryan. Cormac Ryan gets a pass away to Darragh O'Donovan, delivers towards Kevin Maher. Maher out in front of his man once more. He's got a point in the game so far, Kevin Maher, and it's Maher on the run now. He's a hard man to stop when he gets going. Is Kevin Maher looking for point number 2. Kyle Hayes gets the challenge in though. Force wide. Some excellent defending from Kyle Hayes.
Yeah, but excellent lead up play by Kevin Maher, but typical to Kyle Hayes, just came in, knew when to strike and forced him to shoot wide, and 'twas well wide of the target.
John Chalk gets us back on the way. Another long ball heading over towards Connor Staff and Luke O'Keefe. Luke O'Keefe pulls, doesn't get to it. Ball picked up back there by Doon and Diarmuid Cummins. Prominent start to the game. Cormac Ryan to Adam English. English is going for this one. He struck it very, very well indeed. Adam English scored the game so far.
Absolutely, John, and it's the second ball in succession that has come down the right side of Kildimo Pallaskenry, and they've lost both puck outs, and that was a costly one because the ball was funneled through to Adam English and he put it over from distance.
Sideline ball there, just as Davy Fitzgerald just brought it out over the sideline as he struck it. And we have a sideline ball to Doon. Of course, the score 1-3 to 2 points. Here we've played just over 7.5 minutes of the Sponsor Cures Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship Round 4 clash, and it's been a very entertaining game thus far.
And it's Darragh O'Donovan who's stepping up to it, and as we know, he's the master of a sideline cut.
Beautiful
so it's
strike.
Beautiful strike.
May not work out for Doon. Just too much to deliver to Kevin Maher inside Matt, but I think we both know Darragh was going for that one himself.
Yeah, but he absolutely overcooked it, but he's a beautiful striker from line balls, as we've seen with Limerick as well as with Doon.
Indeed we have, over a long period of time. Kyle Hayes goes for it. Adam English unable to stop him winning that one. Absolutely superb from Kyle Hayes to win that free, Matt. Beautiful puck out from John Chalk as well, and Adam English forced to foul Kyle Hayes before he got on a gallop.
It did, and the puck out was down the left now, from which they obviously have got more purchase, because certainly they lost the last 2 here, which came down here in front of us here in Kilmallock, and one of them resulted in a long range point by Adam English.
Just an update from Ballyagran very quickly. Adair leading South Liberties 2-2 to 3 points. 7.5 minutes gone. That a double goal salvo from John Fitzgibbon keeps Adair well on top of that one, as Sean Barry strikes this one again. It's gone to the right and wide from his point of view, and like Matt, I've said it already in this game, Kildimo Pallaskenry will need to score everything. They've had 2 wides now.
In the situation that they're in, they have to make every possible opportunity count now. Tomas Lynch is gone short this time to Cormac Ryan, who has played it down here in front of us, and Pat Ryan is out again.
And he struck that one, Pat Ryan, over the shoulder. A trademark one, well wide on this occasion from him. Third wide for Doon in this game, but Pat Ryan has made, well, I won't say a living out of those kind of shots, Matt. They usually go over. Radar was off.
They do, but he has made a very promising start to this game. Like he has been involved in 3 or 4 plays there. So
it's going to be a sideline ball over on that far side. Adam English unable to get hold of Donald Coughlin's pass. Under pressure again from Kyle Hayes. It's going to be a Kildimo Pallaskenry sideline cut, and Jack O'Keefe going over to take it. Matt, that score in Ballyagran, it's a good start for Adair, a good start for John Fitzgibbon.
Yeah, because like we're talking here about Kildimo Pallaskenry's backs being to the wall, like Adair would be firm favourites to definitely get to the quarterfinals and possibly go straight back up again. But like they're sitting third on the table as we speak at the moment, on 3 points behind Mungret St. Paul's, Ballybrown and Mona Lean. So it's a must-win game for Adair. Lose the game and their championship hopes are gone.
Good pressure from the Kildimo Pallaskenry players there, putting pressure on and eventually forcing a kick clear from Cormac Ryan, I think it was, and the sideline ball now for Kildimo Pallaskenry. It's Davy Fitzgerald. He's looking to go short. Plays along the line towards Kyle Hayes. Brilliant pick up from Hayes. Right in front of us here in the commentary rock. Gets the pass away. Tony McCarthy took his eye off it for a moment. Lost the ball. Adam English putting pressure on. Pat Ryan also there. Gets it away to Luke O'Keefe. Luke O'Keefe. Hand pass to Davy Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald delivers low. It's a good ball from him. Looking for Connor Staff. Staff does well again under pressure. And a strike on Connor Staff gives Kildimo Pallaskenry another chance to make it a 3-point game again.
Yeah, and I think there's a change of free taker on this occasion. Sean Barry is handing it to Liam Griffin to have a go
at this. He took a couple
one.
of frees towards the end of the game last week against Kilmallock, Matt. Usually from long range he's more proficient, but Sean Barry missing those two maybe has forced Kildimo Pallaskenry's hand.
In terms of distance, they were similar to this one, but they were out on the left. This one is out on the right.
Liam Griffin looking for a third Kildimo Pallaskenry score. He struck it well, but you can see it from here. It's gone to the left and wide. Matt, we're not going to reinforce that point, but every opportunity needs to be taken. Yeah,
look, there was three, let's say scoreable frees, but needed a bit of work. This is ideally into the Pat Ryan. Very good puck out by Thomas Lynch.
Dermot Cummins now on the ball for Doon. Takes that pass, controls it very well under pressure. Couple of challenges. Jack O'Keefe I should say, and Kyle Hayes gets the pass away. Adam English, if you're thinking goal here, English goes for it, saved by Chalk, bounces out, still in around the edge of the square. Kieran McMahon is there, and so is Luke O'Keefe back there for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Fitzgerald delivers it towards Liam Griffin. Keane O'Donovan gets in the challenge though, dispossess him momentarily as Kildimo Pallaskenry and Luke O'Keefe have it again. Didn't throw that one away from Davy Fitzgerald towards Jack O'Keefe. He needs a bit of help there to Jack O'Keefe. 3 Doon players there as Dara Stapleton looking to win it. Stapleton takes it in front of Cormac Ryan, wins possession back. Stapleton has it now for Doon, off to Cormac Ryan. Ryan in midfield, he'd like to have a go from here with Cormac Ryan. Has struck it very, very well over the bar from Cormac Ryan. Matt, if he moves forward into that half back line, into midfield, he's well capable of taking those scores.
Absolutely, but I don't know why we should be surprised. He's basically an attacker turned defender, and a very, very good attacker. And I actually saw him in the league final, and he scored all round him in the league final, both from play and from frees.
Darragh O'Donovan on the run now here for Doon. Pressure from David Fitzgerald. Doon on the attack, and it's Darragh O'Donovan off the left. Beautiful score from the Limerick midfielder, Matt. Where we said it about Adam English's one a few minutes ago, and Darragh O'Donovan has sent that one brilliantly between the posts.
Yeah, and any doubts that we had that Doon may have a hangover from last Saturday night, I think even at this early stage, John, we can forget it.
Absolutely, it's Doon really coming into this game, but so are Kildimo Pallaskenry now with Kyle Hayes, and he swung back here. Hayes definitely fouled, and you can see that anytime Kyle Hayes has been a feature of the championship, and no team is allowing Kyle Hayes run in them. He's been fouled probably more player than any other time here, or any other player in the championship so far, and there's a bit of afters developing too. Dermot Cummins and Kyle Hayes getting to know each other a fair bit better on the far side here. Referee Donegal Callahan calming everything down, Matt. Could be a couple of yellows.
Yeah, no, I think, is he doing some book work? I think he is. He's speaking anyway to a Doon player anyway. He has the book out, but I think he's satisfied maybe just to give it a little tick and a little warning. And he's going to penalise Doon by bringing the ball forward. And I suppose Donegal has decided that that's punishment enough. But it caused John... Kyle Hayes getting special attention is something that we should expect. It goes with the territory of, being one of the top players, one of the marquee players in the country. I'm John. There's a yellow card actually has been flashed there to Dermot Cummins. You got it dead on now. Sean Barry is stepping up to this one. I think he's going to put this one over.
Sean Barry from the 21 metre line. Angle not bad at all. Barry strikes, and that's a third point and a much needed one for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Score now 1-5 to 3 points. We've played 15 minutes on the button, Matt. It's a badly needed score, as I mentioned.
A very, very badly needed score to arrest what was a bit of a run there that yielded a goal and 2 points. That yielded 3 points in a row for Doon. We have Doon here on the attack again. It's Kevin Maher coming in. And
he's trying to play it into Jack Ryan. Jack Ryan early was played. Easy as you like decision for Donegal O'Callaghan, and an easy as you like free for Adam English.
Absolutely, I agree. We'd be shocked if Adam English doesn't stretch the Doon lead here. Is he actually taking it? Dara Stapleton is standing over it.
Well, I think
no.
Barry Murphy is going to take
Barry Murphy.
Close in one's Matt by the looks of things.
Yeah, we have to say it's absolutely wonderful to see Barry back, see him back. He was back last week against the Piershick.
Many injury problems, Matt.
The game will have done him a power of good, so it'll be a much better Barry Murphy you'll see this evening. So he's off the mark now and he's returned from injury, so he'll be delighted with that. 17 minutes into the first half.
Puck out from John Chalk, aiming for Kyle Hayes again. Great take from Adam English. Gets the winning of that battle. Passes it off to Pat Ryan. Ryan flicks it back to Dara Stapleton. Along the line to Adam English. Great take from English. Great work from Doon. English is fouled. Not sure who it was over there. It was Tony McCarthy that fouled Adam English. But a beautiful bit of link-up play between some cracking players. Ryan, Stapleton and English.
Yeah, absolutely. As I flagged a while ago, I think Pat Ryan has set off in this game as if he's going to have a major influence, I think, in it, and he's really involved so far in the game. Now, Donnacha's having a word with him, a quite little word in his ear. It says something maybe he mightn't be too happy with, but there is no bookwork, and Adam English, while we're talking, has stretched the Doon lead with another point from a free way out on the right.
Yeah, it's a trademark Adam English one. 173 points. Doon really settling well into this game. John Chalk launches it again over to that left hand side. Darren O'Connell gets a flick to it towards the path of Liam Griffin. Good flick away from Darragh O'Donovan. Sideline ball to Kildimo Pallaskenry, but just diverted any danger. And over on that far side it will be Liam Griffin, I'd imagine, to take it himself. Wearing 6 but playing centre forward or thereabouts in this game. Griffin on the 45 metre line. Has a beautiful strike of it as Liam Griffin. It's going all the way. It's not been able to be kept in by Conor Staff in a sideline. Well, not a sideline ball. Over the end line it goes, and another wide for Kildimo Pallaskenry.
Conor Staff came so close to keeping it in, and had he been able to knock it back across the goal, it could have been some danger for Doon.
4th wide for Kildimo Pallaskenry. That one, Pat Simon with a beautiful ball into Dara Stapleton. Donald Coughlin with him. Goal chance here, number 2 for Doon. Straight at Chalk. May have been a bit of a hook in there. Wasn't a good finish from Donald Coughlin. Certainly didn't match the build-up play from Doon on that occasion as Kyle Hayes plays this one too. Peter Nash, good step from Nash. On to Hayes again. Kyle Hayes looking to deliver. Plays it across towards Sean Barry. Out comes the Jack Cummins over there with Barry. It's Sean Barry getting to Darren O'Connell there to help out. O'Connell has it in the hand. After the run goes Darren O'Connell. Well, no fouls as Donegal O'Callaghan kind of ducked into it. Battle for possession now just outside the 21. Liam Griffin has it. Turns back for a bit of help. Finds it in Jack O'Keefe. Jack O'Keefe with the strike. Jack O'Keefe drops short. Good take from Tomas Lynch in goals. And the Doon keeper now moving away. He's been chased down quickly though by Conor Staff. Lovely little back pass there. Gets it away. And away come Doon with it. It is indeed a bit of pressure on here. Eddie Stokes doing well in the end. Needs a bit of help. Eddie Stokes still going. Eddie Stokes, beautiful ball along the line towards Stapleton. Dara Stapleton unable to win it cleanly. Luke O'Keefe is there. Stapleton still goes though, but Barry O'Connell's intercepted and it's Luke O'Keefe. Kyle Hayes now for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Back to Barry O'Connell. He's looked to deliver a good ball along the line. It's towards Kyle Hayes again. Hayes flicks it inside to Peter Nash. Nash now again looking for the right pass. Switches play to Darren O'Connell's side. Darren O'Connell has it in front of Owen Fitzgibbon. No foul, says Donegal O'Callaghan. Battle on the ground. Darren O'Connell is there. So's Liam Griffin. 2 Doon players there as well. Darragh O'Donovan is there. Comes back out to Jack O'Keefe. Jack O'Keefe on the run. Pressure from Matt English. Jack O'Keefe keeps going. English does knocked it out of his hand. Another battle. And Jack O'Keefe still there. Adam English somehow got into his hand. Gets it to Diarmuid Cummins. And it's Darragh O'Donovan delivering. Doesn't strike that one at all well though. Donald Coughlin racing with Kyle Hayes for the ball. Kyle Hayes has it. Has Kieran McMahon in support. Gives it to McMahon. Got a point to start the second half last week. It's Peter Nash with the strike. And Peter Nash has sent a beautiful ball over the bar mat. An excellent score.
An excellent score and a desperately, badly needed score, because we're 21 minutes into the game and his side were trailing by 7 points. Now, of course, they trail by 6. But it was a very, very badly needed score. And especially after they're having a let-off here at the end when Donald Coughlin didn't get the purchase he'd have liked on his shot, and the save was all too easy for John Chalk.
Indeed it was. Free out there for Kildimo Pallaskenry. John Chalk will come out to take it. Update in Ballygran in the Group 2 clash between Adair and South Liberties, and it is Adair leading now 2-5 to 9 points. So South Liberties making a bit of a comeback in that one. They've played nearly 19 and a half minutes. We've played 20 and a half minutes as John Chalk lines this one up. So Chalk from well inside his own 21 drops it up and around the D there. Jack O'Keefe nearly got it in his hand. The second attempt he has. Gets a hand pass away to Darren O'Connell. Darragh O'Donovan deemed to have fouled Darren O'Connell there, Matt. And Sean Barry, you would imagine, will have no problem scoring this one.
No problem. Darragh wasn't a bit happy. He remonstrated with Donncha. And Donncha has moved the ball forward
Matt,
again.
This could mean John Chalk may have a little look at this one.
Yeah.
21 metre line. They probably could do with a goal. Could
would.
Kildimo's Pallaskenry, but he's not moving.
It's slightly outside the 21 metre. It's probably about 24 or 25 metres. But that's the second time now that 1 second, is Darragh being booked? He actually is being booked, and I would imagine, is it for verbals?
Oh, I think it is, Matt. Yeah, wasn't happy the moment that Donegal O'Callaghan even awarded that free for Darren O'Connell and Kildimo Pallaskenry. Sean Barry makes no mistake from straight in front. 1-7 to 5 points, and Kildimo Pallaskenry, Matt, need a run of scores to get back into this.
They do, and that's back-to-back scores they have put together now, and actually, that's 5 points in it. But the next score could be terribly important in the context of this game.
And it's Doon on the attack, but they've dispossessed here of Kildimo Pallaskenry. Jack O'Keefe, who's had a prominent start to this game here, under pressure though. A couple of Doon defenders, but again Jack O'Keefe has got an hand pass away into the middle now with Kieran McMahon. He's got Peter Nash fresh from that score moments ago. Peter Nash ducks back in. Davy Fitzgerald 45 out, decides to give it inside. Goal on maybe here for Kildimo Pallaskenry. It's Darren O'Connell on the run. O'Connell, low stop. It is a good save from Tomas Lynch. Low shot, I should have said. Tomas Lynch got a foot to it, Matt. Could be a vital foot.
Yeah, vital foot he got to it, because Darren O'Connell had only one thing in his mind, and he turned and he hit it, absolutely a fantastic shot, if you like, because very, very difficult shot for a goalkeeper, as you'd know. But somehow Tomas Lynch spread himself and knocked it out for a 65, which will be taken here by...
it's Liam Griffin.
I think that's walking over towards it. We have a good sized crowd here actually in Kilmallock this
beautiful evening as well, Matt. We must mention played in absolutely ideal conditions has this game so far. And it's Liam Griffin on the 65 metre line. Badly needed one for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Liam Griffin has made no mistake, Matt. And now we've a 4-point game. Good comeback from Kildimo Pallaskenry with the last 3 points.
Absolutely, but they had been digging in there for the last 4 or 5 minutes now. With the puck out has been shot from Tomas Lynch to Owen Fitzgibbon, who gives it back to him, and he feeds it down the line towards Pat Ryan, but it breaks to Kyle Hayes, and from a Doon point of view, he's the last. And he's found Peter Nash in absolute space.
Nash he's on the 21 now. Peter Nash going towards goal. Still Peter Nash. Goal chance. Saved again by Tomas Lynch. Needs a bit of help there. Fighting around the edge of the square. We're not sure. We can't see it from our angle here. Bit of battle on for possession. Donegal O'Callaghan going in. He's going to make his call. We'll maybe consult with the umpires. But again, Matt, the Doon keeper was needed, and he was brave for a second time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the second time now Tomas Lynch has come to Doon's rescue. The decision of Donegal O'Callaghan, I think, is a throw in on the 20 metre line.
He's warning Darragh O'Donovan too to be careful, whatever that's about. Ball thrown in. Neither player that was in for the throw pulled on it, but it's Doon that have it in possession now. That's Barry Murphy that's back there for Doon. He's been fouled. Advantage accruing to the East Limerick men. Gets a hand pass away to Jack Ryan. Second advantage accruing. Jack Ryan goes forward with it. Does well to bring play back to himself. Jack Ryan capable of scoring from here. Jack Ryan, beautiful strike from Jack Ryan. It's going to drop short, does it? John Chalk controls it, had the confidence, take the ball down. And he's launched an attack down here now. Connor Staff and Peter Nash go. Connor Staff goes off. Great take from Darragh O'Donovan, as you'd expect from Darragh O'Donovan. Not what you'd expect is the delivery right into Barry O'Connell's hands. O'Connell plays it forward towards Sean Barry. Jack Cummins is there to put the pressure on, but Barry has won it. Low pass to Jack O'Keefe. Touches brilliant from Jack O'Keefe. Strike well blocked down by Adam English. There was Kieran Barry for Kildimo Pallaskenry, but again, no clean possession won initially, and Connor Staff now does come away with it for Kildimo Pallaskenry, and Connor Staff has sent it over the bar. Brilliant score for Kildimo Pallaskenry. That's 4 in a row now, Matt, and they're right back into this game.
Right back into it, and it closes the gap to 3 points. And what have we? We have 26 minutes of the first half, so it's a great comeback. Doon haven't scored now since the 18th minute. It's 8 minutes since they got their last score through Adam English. Pat is fouled down here on the left.
Yeah, free for Doon there. And a chance right on the sideline. Adam English gets the nod from Barry Murphy to take that one. Barry happy to stay where he is for the time being. And a chance for Adam English to get on the score sheet yet again, Matt. But it is the trickiest one of the game so far. He scored one. The last score that indeed Doon got was a free from the far side, a bit further out. Yeah. This one cutting across the ball would be probably that bit more difficult.
Yeah, it's certainly it's a very, very tricky. What is it, about 2 metres in from the sideline? There's no worry about Adam English when it comes to distance, but it will be a question of guiding it between those uprights. Why should we have worry, John?
I don't think there was any worry anywhere, Matt. We kind of felt that one was going to go over the bar. Back into a 4-point lead now for Doon. That free from Adam English.
And the free was won on the first place by good work by Pat Ryan.
Absolutely, it was here as Kildimo Pallaskenry goes short again. Tony McCarthy in possession. McCarthy delivering. Deliberate ball into Sean Barry. He won the last time in that battle between Owen Fitzgibbon and himself, but didn't win this one. Keane O'Donovan blocked down by Connor Staff, and he fumbles it out over the sideline. Does Keane O'Donovan. A chance for Kildimo Pallaskenry again.
He'll be very, very disappointed with that, because he had a chance to get away, and now it's going to go into the danger area. And I think it's Jack O'Keefe is going over to take this one. And
he showed a while ago sideline, Matt. He'll have a go at this.
Yeah, maybe that's what I was just thinking.
Sent one 60 or 70 metres about 15 minutes ago.
Maybe he fancies himself that he could put this over the bar.
Struck it, okay. Just didn't get enough purchase on it. Another wide, 5th wide of the game for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Second wide from the sideline with Liam Griffin.
And of course, John, these teams met in the quarter final here last year, and we got a similar type of game to what we're getting this evening. And in the end, Doon held on to win by 4 points.
Adam English goes up under pressure from Davy Fitzgerald. Battle in the air for possession is going to fall to Connor Staff. Good play from him. Luke O'Keefe off to Kyle Hayes. Hayes looking forward, looking to deliver. The movement is good from Darren O'Connell. Gets out ahead of Jack Cummins, touches it into his hand as Darren O'Connell. Lovely jink from O'Connell. Oh, what a score from Darren O'Connell.
Fantastic score from
Just absolutely brilliant, Matt. And that is why Darren O'Connell is one of the premier forwards when he's on form.
Absolutely, and that's why he's the whole lot of 1 or 2 All-Ireland medals with Limerick. That was excellent, because again the defender was right down on top of him, but he just got the shot away and straight over the green spot, not the black spot here in Kilmallock.
Oh, green spot here in Kilmallock. 188 points coming towards the end of the first half. Minute and a half of ordinary time left as Jack Cummins delivers this one low towards Barry Murphy. Does very well to get out. Barry Murphy gets the strike away under pressure from Kieran Barry, and it's gone to the right and wide. You can see why he took it on, Matt. Barry Murphy capable of scoring from 100 yards or so. He was a lot closer than that. Excellent work, though, it has to be said, from Kieran Barry to put the pressure on.
Absolutely.
Chalk with the puck out now. Goes over towards Kyle Hayes and Adam English. Not for the first time. English breaks it. Battle now between those two. Adam English doing very well under the pressure. He's lost his helmet and has won a free, Matt. That is developing into maybe arguably the battle of the game between those two.
Absolutely, and that one was well won by Adam English. And when he slipped, Kyle Hayes went right out over him, and it's Donnacha O'Callaghan wasn't happy with the whole thing, and so he's awarded a free, which Cormac Ryan is going to take, and you can expect Cormac Ryan to drive this some distance unless he goes for pick out somebody, which he just is doing, trying to pick out Kevin Maher down here on the right.
Maher has got to it first. Neither he nor Kevin O'Connell knew where the ball was. O'Connell reacted quicker though. It's Barry O'Connell now, wearing 11 but playing in the sweeper role as Barry O'Connell strikes this one off his left. Beautiful striker of the ball over towards Connor Staff and Keane O'Donovan. It was O'Donovan that got to it first. And now it's Eddie Stokes that does brilliantly to win possession back for Doon. Eddie now with the hand pass in towards Dara O'Donovan. Takes it in, does Dara. Looking for a bit of help. Finds it in the form of Cormac Ryan. Ryan delivering now towards Donald Coughlin. Good take from Coughlin. He's off. It's Donald Coughlin. He's got Pat Ryan with him. Maybe a goal chance here. Coughlin goes to flick it and he's flicked it to the right and wide. Big chance, Matt. Could have been a goal on if he'd given it to Pat Ryan.
Could have been a goal on. He probably did. Pat Ryan was quite near him and quite in space, and certainly that's definitely a chance missed because, he sort of what he kind of lobbed it from his stick. Scooped it from his stick, and it was quite wide actually. But Pat Ryan was in a very, very good position there beside him.
Big chance maybe in the throes of this game. We are coming up to half time. We've played 45 seconds of added time here in Kilmallock in the Bon Secures Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship Group 1 round 4 clash between Doon and Kildimo Pallaskenry. It's that goal from Pat Ryan separating the sides as sideline ball from Cormac Ryan goes right down towards Kevin Maher. Good touch from Maher. Can't get it to his hand initially though, flicks it away. Barry Murphy, brilliant pick up from Murphy. He's got the pace away here. Barry Murphy, goal chance here. Jack Ryan has it for Doon. Pull back, surely a free coming, but doesn't matter to Ryan as he buries it anyway. Brilliant finish, Matt, and at the right time, the right place, Jack Ryan. Yeah. But the build-up play for Barry Murphy was a sight to behold.
Absolutely, and absolutely delighted for Barry Murphy, and an absolutely excellent goal. We're just looking at it back here.
Barry Murphy on the run. He saw Jack Ryan. Ryan was fouled by Davy Fitzgerald. Took his time though, and still low shot past John Chalk as a half-time whistle goes here in Kilmallock, and that goal, Matt, putting a really good spin on the game for Doon. 2-8 to 8 points.
Oh, they'll be absolutely delighted with it, and it changes the respective team talks in the respective dressing rooms down here to our left considerably, because it puts Doon in a strong position. But look, there's a long way to go yet. There's a full 30 minutes of hurling, but this has to be a blow to Kildimo Pallaskenry, because they had really worked so hard to get themselves back into the game. At one stage they were 7 points down. They brought it back to 4, and it looked at it was going to be nip and tuck, but certainly the goal by Jack Ryan has certainly put a different complexion on it, and it was a quality goal, John, because you had the build up of Barry Murphy, and you had the work that Jack Ryan had to do to make the space to get his shot in, and then to execute the shot, because as we've seen, notwithstanding the first goal, John Chalk is a very, very hard goalkeeper to beat. So look, all is not lost for Kildimo Pallaskenry yet, but they certainly have a bigger hill to climb than they had a couple of minutes ago.
Matt, even at that, we've seen Doon with maybe 2.5 goal chances. That last one from Donald Coughlin into Pat Ryan. Yeah. But it is that at the other end, Kildimo Pallaskenry 2 goal chances. And two not amazing saves, but very, very solid saves from Tomas Lynch, and that effectively is the difference.
That is the difference. Two fantastic saves by by Tomas Lynch. And it was 2 saves in which he spread his body rather than used his stick. The first was blocked with his leg.
Save it what you can, Matt.
Yeah. Absolutely. Once you prevent it from going in the net, that's what it's all about in goalkeeper world, as you know. Tomas Lynch, there were two very, very good saves. Very, very good, I'll tell you, brave goalkeeping on the part of Tomas Lynch, especially the second one, which with Peter Nash marauding down. So, but Jack or John, the apologies for calling you Jack. Jack is.
I've been called worse, Matt.
Yeah, well, it's another name for John, but I'm so used to Jack on treaty talk. But the goal is going to make a difference. It could be a defining score. Kildimo Pallaskenry obviously would be hoping it won't, but a goal with literally the last puck of the game, it's it changes the team talk an awful lot.
Indeed it does. It's half time also in Ballygran in the Group 2 clash between Adair and South Liberties. Was Adair had a great start from those two John Fitzgibbon goals, but South Liberties have come right back into it, 2-9 to 14 at half time in that one. 1 point game there in Ballygran, while here in Kilmallock in the Group 1 clash between Doon and Kildimo Pallaskenry is 2-8 to 8 points. Join us. Sorry, Matt, you want to say something?
Just one point I would like to make, Jack, John, is that South Liberties may be struggling, but they're not struggling in front of goal. They scored 217 last week, which would win an awful lot of matches, and they've 14 points scored in the first half here this evening. So scoring doesn't seem to be the problem. Maybe the problem is at the other end.
And of course, down a dearth of players from last year as well are that South Liberty side. Half time here in Kilmallock. We'll be back for the second half shortly. We're Doon lead 2-8 to 8 points. Going towards goal, still Peter Nash. Goal chance saved again by Tomas Lynch. Needs a bit of help there. Fighting around the edge of the staff now. Does come away with it for Kildimo Pallaskenry. And Connor Staff has sent it over the bar. Brilliant score for Kildimo Pallaskenry.
Distance, but it would be a question of guiding it between those uprights. Why should we have worry, John?
I think the result ahead of Jack Cummins touches it into his hand as Darren O'Connell. Lovely jink from O'Connell. Oh, what a score from Darren O'Connell.
Fantastic
Just
score.
can't get it to his hand initially, though, flicks it away. Barry Murphy, brilliant pickup from Murphy. He's got the pace away here. Barry Murphy, goal chance here. Jack Ryan has it for Doon. Pull back, surely a free coming, but doesn't matter to Ryan as he buries it anyway. Welcome back to Kilmallock for the second half of this Bon Secures Hospital Limerick Senior Hurling Championship Round 4 Group 1 clash between Kildimo, Pallaskenry and Doon. It is Doon that lead by virtue of those 2 goals scored in the first minute and the last minute of the first half. Matt, we mentioned before with that half-time break that they're probably the defining moments of this game so far and look to be maybe down the road.
Yeah, possibly, and maybe the defining moments in Doon season, but I would caution, John, that there are still 30 minutes to go, and the game is so big for Kildimo Pallaskenry. I'm just taking a look around. I'm trying to establish if any changes have been made. It doesn't look, but we may just pick him up as Luke O'Keefe. He's been on 18 and 19.
I think at the moment, Matt, we're fairly okay, but looks of things, we will update you as soon as we have him, if they're there, as Kyle Hayes wins possession from the throw in here. Under great pressure again from Matt English. Hayes does deliver in the end, though, does well to do so. Heading towards Jack O'Keefe. Cormac Ryan is there. There's been something off the ball here. Adam English is down in a heap. And we didn't see it with camera. We were following the ball, but there is major hassle here. It's Adam English that's down. I think he's holding his head as well as Adam English.
Yeah.
And we'll want to see here if neither Johnny Murphy or Mike Sexton is seeing anything involved here.
Yeah.
But Matt, he's down. Hurt at the moment is Adam English, and that's a big worry for Doon.
It's a big worry for Doon, and both linesmen are making their way in to inform Donegal O'Callaghan what they saw. Donegal, I would say, was up on the far side here, down on the left, and it wasn't in his sight line. So I think he's going to consult with both his linesmen now.
He's just talking to Mike Sexton at the moment. Johnny Murphy involved as well there, and Donegal O'Callaghan talking to his umpires as well. I would imagine, Matt, of course, all mic'd up as you'd expect. But Adam English is up. More importantly than anything else, Adam English is up.
That's the most important thing.
Well.
And looking raring to go again. But he did seem to be in some discomfort, and it seemed to be around his facial area. But he seems quite happy now. There is a long consultation between Donegal and his 2 linesmen at the moment.
Barry Murphy's going to need a change in helmet here as well. Whether that was involved in the, well, we'll call it a fracas. I don't think it was much ado about anything after the incident involving Adam, but
Donegal is looking down here.
He's consulting with his umpires.
He's consulting with his umpires.
If the incident has been spotted by all and sundry. And so we're going to restart with play from where the ball was when the whistle was blown. So if something indeed did happen to Adam English there, Kyle Hayes and Adam English getting to know each other a bit here. That's been the marquee battle in this game so far. Adam English giving Kyle Hayes plenty of it, and vice versa, Matt. But it is a huge championship for Adam English, and he has been probably the star turn for Doon this year.
He has definitely. This is his stage now after a complete full season with Limerick and all, and like he certainly made an impact anytime he was called on for Limerick. So like this has to be his stage, and he really has to step up because so many of the leaders of the Doon team are out for various reasons at the moment.
It's Dara Stabling with the strike after great work from Kevin Maher. Took his time, that Stabling, he's nailed it, Matt. First score of the half goes to Doon.
Yeah, Dara will be delighted with that one, absolutely, and it puts his side 7 points up. And again, it's Kevin Maher who's good at winning the ball and seems to have a good appreciation of what's happening around him, and he laid it off neatly to Dara Stapleton, who put it right through for a very important point.
Puck out is broken towards Cormac Ryan. Good past Adam English now. Trying to get a bit closer as Jack O'Keefe, but English uses that pace. Beautiful ball into Darren Stapleton. Touch wasn't there from Stapleton. It was though from Kyle Hayes, and Hayes with the strike. And Kyle Hayes has hit that one. What a score from Kyle Hayes. Beautiful, beautiful score.
Absolutely fantastic score from Kyle Hayes. Again, very little space. Looked up and got the shot in straight and over the bar.
6 point game yet again. They're a point each at the start of this second half as Tomas Lynch has the ball in his hand. Goes high and accurately towards Jack Cummins. Beautiful strike from the Doon goalkeeper. Hand pass now off to Diarmuid Cummins inside. It comes to Eddie Stokes, and Stokes fancies his chances against Sean Barry. Barry's doing his best to catch him, but Eddie Stokes has the pace and he has the panache with the finish as well. Pace and panache in spades from Eddie Stokes, Matt. Lovely, lovely score yet again.
Lovely score from Eddie Stokes.
All came from the puck out from Tomas Lynch as well.
Absolutely. Good combination play and good teamwork by Doon.
2-10 to 9 points now in Doon's favour as Chalk with another puck out bouncing towards a couple of players. Jack O'Keefe is over there, so is Cian O'Donovan. It's Jack O'Keefe that has it for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Kyle Hayes has it in his hand once more. Kyle Hayes flicks it inside. Peter Nash got one lovely score in the first half. Did Peter Nash? He's looking for number 2, unable to do so though. Great diligent defending was Adam English back there helping out Cian O'Donovan. It's Barry Murphy now. That's foul on Barry Murphy, dragged down, says referee Donegal Callahan. It was Conor Staff and Kyle Hayes that were there. Kyle Hayes protests his innocence, Matt, but Donegal Callahan was having none of it. He's
giving a free to Doon. There's no way referees change their mind in these type of situations. But John, we've been talking about the various players like Richie English, Mike O'Brien, Chris Thomas, and those that have been out this year.
Coleman as well,
Dean Coleman, who's away in Melbourne, but also Josh Ryan, would be a huge member of this Doon team. Josh is out for the entire year, of course, and a huge loss to Ula as well. But Josh would certainly have been part of this team.
Absolutely, he would. Barry Murphy trying to win back a loose ball there after great work from Pat Ryan in chasing down Barry O'Connell. It is a battle on the ground now for possession. Darren O'Connell has done brilliantly to pick that one up and get the hand pass away to Jack O'Keefe, being hunted down by Cian O'Donovan. That's a foul on Jack O'Keefe. Free for Kildimo Pallaskenry, and Matt did to work very hard for it. Great defending from Doon, but eventually handed it back from Cian O'Donovan.
Yeah, you could, but one thing you can say, John, this game certainly doesn't lack intensity. It has it in spades all over the pitch, and this is a free to Sean Barry, and you'd fancy Sean Barry with this one.
Yeah, just a few metre or two from the Doon 45 metre line. Barry's missed a couple in that first half, which is unlike him, to be fair. So accurate usually. It's Sean Barry as he strikes this one from the 45. No mistake on this occasion, Matt.
No doubt
fourth free of the game for him.
For Sean Barry. And it closes the gap again to 2 goals.
Indeed it does, 2-10 to 2-10.
Now there are almost 6 minutes gone, John, and really we're coming to the stage where they have to try and start making inroads in that half-time lead.
Indeed they will. Half-time, well, the second half underway in the other game there. We'll go back to that in a second. As Peter Nash in possession for Kildimo Pallaskenry, struggling to get the ball to Hurley. Eventually does, after Hurley I should say. Nash, hand pass towards Darren O'Connell. O'Connell will take off. Cian O'Donovan knew exactly what he was doing there, Matt. He saw Darren O'Connell on the run. Darren O'Connell had one thing on his mind, and it was go straight towards goal. O'Connell now leading his case with referee Donegal Callahan.
But
maybe a final warning for Cian O'Donovan.
He's getting his free, and Sean Barry from a similar position to the one that he struck a minute ago. Even closer. So you would expect Sean Barry to reduce the margin to 5 points here.
So Sean Barry looking for point number 5 in the game. All coming from place balls, the 4 previous ones. And no problem for Sean Barry. Played just over 7 minutes of the second half, and it is 2-10 to 11 points in favour of Doon. And Matt, just an update from the game in Group 2. And this the second half there, it's Adair leading South Liberties 2-13 to 15 points. So it is they that lead that one at the moment. But back with play here in Kilmallock, and it's Jack O'Keefe. He's well hooked there. Dara Stapleton picking up the loose ball. Jack O'Keefe with the pressure. Stapleton gets it away though, and Dara O'Donovan picks up possession for Doon to Cian O'Donovan. Touch was poor from Cian. Probably could have caught that one, Matt. Couple of minutes for Cian. He won't be happy with there as a sideline ball, and Jack O'Keefe.
Certainly not, Jack. John, certainly not, because he should really have made that ball his own, and the offload was perfect. So he'll be very, very disappointed with this. So it's going to be going in around the house here now. It's Jack O'Keefe that's striking it.
Blocked there. It's a good one from Darragh O'Donovan. Donovan looking for possession here, but Davy Fitzgerald has won it instead of him. Darren O'Connell, who's playing a bit deeper in the second half, gets this strike away. Darren O'Connell has been lethal in front of goals in this game, Matt. That's probably the best of the lot.
Excellent score. Hit it without taking it into his hand. Absolutely excellent.
It's probably the best performance we've seen from Darren O'Connell in this championship thus far. And that makes it a 4-point game, Matt. Pallaskenry far from out of this one.
Yeah, and there's still a full 20 minutes to go. 22 to be precise. Now we have Jack O'Keefe again.
Skews that one, but only skews it in favour of Darren O'Connell. Strike from Darren. Not as good this time, I don't think. No. It's going to be another wide, 6 wide of the game for Kildimo Pallaskenry.
Yeah. He'll be disappointed with that one because he had an opportunity to look up on that occasion. Now we have Doon trying to build something through Darragh Donovan. He's going to drop it right into the danger area. Kevin Maher just couldn't get hold of it there.
He's outnumbered there. Good step from Barry O'Connell, and winning possession back is Barry. Looking for a bit of help there. He goes long in the end with it. Now over towards Sean Barry. Barry puts that paw up. Breaks down, it breaks in favour of Adam English, who is following Kyle Hayes everywhere he moves in this game. Cian O'Donovan now pops the pass off to Eddie Stokes. Got a point in this half already as Eddie plays it across to Pat Ryan. Beautiful ball, and Pat Ryan loves to take this type of one on. Does Pat Ryan, and Pat Ryan with the strike, taken down brilliantly by John Chalk. Wasn't a great strike from Pat Ryan, just lost his balance. Hooked by Kevin Maher. John Chalk needs a bit of help, finds it in the form in the middle there. It is Barry O'Connell across to Tony McCarthy, and Tony McCarthy will play this along the line to Davy Fitzgerald, and there's time and space to Fitzgerald to deliver. He's going to look towards Kyle Hayes and Adam English. English breaks it down, and Adam English, beautiful from him. Darragh O'Donovan now has it. He's got Dermot Cummins in support. He's going to go himself for the moment before passing off to Dermot Cummins, and there's a free for Doon, but not just on that from Adam English. He's in at full back now, marking Kyle Hayes a full forward. If there's a detailed job to be done, it looks like Adam English is the man to do it right now.
Yeah, I'd say if Kyle Hayes went out to the bench now, Adam English would go out with him. It's that close, and Adam English in the unlikely position of full back.
He is indeed, as Donald Coughlin takes this one to second attempt. Maybe a third goal chance for Doon. That would kill the game. He's hooked up brilliantly by Darren O'Connell. Great work from Darren O'Connell, who's operating now as a sweeper in front of that 45. Played now along the line. Far side over. Cian O'Donovan battling over to Eddie Stokes, having a more prominent second half in this game. Delivered inside by Dermot Cummins, a bit long, and over towards Kevin Maher. Good bit of play from Kevin O'Connell to ensure he didn't win this one, and John Chalk has it. Plays it low towards Peter Nash. Jack Cummins is going to put the pressure on. Peter Nash has done well though. Peter Nash now looking for the pass, switches play. It's a good ball over towards Sean Barry, just couldn't get to it. And Owen Fitzgibbon will have the time and space to get the ball into his possession, helped out by Cormac Ryan. Sean Barry gets a block in it, Matt. Yeah. And just a good ball in from Peter Nash. Sean Barry just didn't quite read it.
But what we're seeing from both sides, John, let's not forget it, is some very, very good passages of hurling. We have seen some excellent passages. Kildimo Pallaskenry, they're working the ball through the lines. It's absolutely excellent. The line ball didn't go that very far, but it went far enough to...
Donovan, another mistake from Cian O'Donovan. He's not having the best of evenings at the moment. Jack O'Keefe. He's going to leave this one to Liam Griffin. Griffin's going to have a go at this.
And Eddie Stokes had won a good ball, and he offloaded it. Whether Cian O'Donovan wasn't expecting it or what, but it's
Liam Griffin.
It's Liam Griffin.
So it's Griffin. He's had a wide from one of the first. If that's a low one, just didn't get a hold of it. Jack Cummins.
It was
flicked
actually
away from Cummins by Peter Nash. Now it's Kildimo Pallaskenry. So O'Connell trying to make it a 3-point game. He's been fouled, has he? No, says the referee. And battle for possession, I think, in fairness to Jack Cummins. Well, I was going to say in fairness to Jack Cummins, he fell on the ball, but referee Dermot O'Callaghan had a better position than us here, Matt, and he's adjudged him to have been lying on the ball. It's a free in for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Matt, to make this a 3-point game again, they've been the better side in the second half, in fairness.
Certainly they have, and that last line ball was actually taken by Sean Barry, who I have seen Sean Barry putting that type of ball over the bar. He's not a bad man when it comes to taking a line ball, but this is for Sean Barry again. Sean to make it like that. It'll be 4 points in a row again for Kildimo Pallaskenry, and you would have to say that the momentum is with him at the moment, and it'll be a question of whether Doon can arrest it or not. And if they can't, Sean Barry just nonchalantly puts it over the bar. So we're back to a 3-point game, 10 to 13 points. It's game on, John.
Absolutely it is. Sean Barry with another one. We're going to have a sub here for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Connor Staff is the player to depart. Let's confirm who's on for him. In a moment, Connor Staff at a point in the first half. It's number 21, Matt, and that's Cian Hayes. Well, we all know Cian Hayes very, very well. An outstanding hurler. a number of years ago, Matt. Of course, a member of the Limerick under-21 side that won a Munster title, if I'm not mistaken.
You're not mistaken in the slightest.
Fine hurler, and Keane just
2011
back on the panel as well. So wearing the Hazes inside the 45. They're the only two Kildimo Pallaskenry players inside the Doon 45 as Dara Stapleton plays this one towards Jack Ryan. Lovely flick away from Davy Fitzgerald as Jack O'Keefe moves past one, has won a free, fouled by Dara O'Donovan, and a chance now, Matt. Well, I'd imagine it'll be Liam Griffin. Sean Barry is interested in it, but Liam Griffin,
no, Sean is taking
it, Matt.
Sean is taking it.
Yeah.
He has found his radar. And
we'll see now with this one.
Sean will take this one on
inside his own 65. But Matt, I will mention again, whatever wind is here in Kilmallock is heading into that town goal and in Sean Barry's favour as he lines this one up. Will eventually be close to his own 65 by the time he takes it. Twirls the hurley, does Sean Barry one last time before another look at the goals. It's Barry with the strike. It's dropping, and it's dropping over the bar from Sean Barry. He plenty more on it, Matt.
Absolutely.
And whoa, this game has taken a turn. 2 points in it.
Yeah, this is the Sean Barry that you know we have been seeing over the last couple of years, notwithstanding the couple of early misses. But this is the type of free taker he is. He on form. He's absolutely unerring, and as I said already, very very good with line balls as well.
Darren O'Connell has won a loose ball here for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Plays it back to Barry O'Connell. Barry now off his left launches it, but he launches it only towards the loose man. That's Cormac Ryan. Takes that one superbly into his hand. Pass wasn't the best thing. Keane Hayes putting the pressure on. Cormac though running into a bit of trouble now. 3 around him. Ball comes loose on that occasion. Keane Hayes in there. Kyle is in there as well. But so is Barry Murphy for Doon. It's Dara O'Donovan off his left. So Donovan needing a score for Doon. And if Dara O'Donovan, that provides it. Beautiful score from O'Donovan. And it's one that Doon badly needed.
Yeah, and that's what you want, and that's what you expect from one of the leaders in your team. And Dara O'Donovan is just one of those. Excellent score. Now he saw he had space up in front of him, and he chose to take it on and put it over the bar.
Dara Stapleton has picked up on a mistake here as well. Looks to Kevin Maher. It's great work there from Kevin O'Connell. And he's played that pass back towards Barry O'Connell again. Barry now looking for a better delivery this time around towards Liam Griffin. Got to it first was Diarmuid Cummins. Probably didn't need to touch that one, Matt. Liam Griffin wasn't getting to it. Results in a Kildimo Pallaskenry side ball.
Yeah, and Jack Cummins was actually coming in behind him and could have lapped it up, but it's a line ball, and it is Liam Griffin that's going to take it down here immediately to our left under our point here in the stand. He'll be very disappointed with that, John.
Didn't get hold of it, but Cormac Ryan has and delivers towards Kevin Maher over the head of him and Kevin O'Connell. Battle for it. O'Connell's there first. We can be sure Maher won't leave him win it easily, and that's exactly what Kevin Maher has done. O'Connell has it in the hand once more. Needs help. Finds it in the form of Donegal O'Connell, referee.
You can talk about tenacity and being tenacious, and certainly on that occasion, Kevin O'Connell, who was giving away inches to the other Kevin Maher, you know, he worked really, really hard first to prevent Kevin Maher from getting it, and then to get possession and be fouled coming out and win the free. Well done to Kevin O'Connell.
Great diligent defending from Kevin O'Connell and hard work, as Matt O'Callaghan mentions. Yellow card here for Donald Coughlin. I'm not sure, again, Matt, was that for something that happened in the incident, or was it for verbals? Maybe a wild pull in there as well, but John Chalk results in a free for him. We have played nearly 18 minutes of this second half. It's Doon leading to 11 to 14 points here. Looked, Matt, that maybe Kildimo Pallaskenry's race was run at half time after that late first half goal by Jack Ryan, but they've come thundering back into the second half.
Absolutely, full credit to them. But we did say at half time, I did say like that there was full 30 minutes of hurling still left in it. This is a huge ball from former long puck champion John Chalk.
And the Doon defence got a hurley to it, and Dara O'Donovan picks up the loose and up towards Barry Murphy and Davy Fitzgerald. Glorious touch from Barry Murphy. Gets away from Davy Fitzgerald. And Matt, when you need your big players to come up to it, Dara O'Donovan with the delivery and the clearance.
But just after seeing it there now, we had Dara O'Donovan coming back, winning it back here, spotting the run of Barry Murphy. Barry Murphy doing very, very well to get possession, was fouled, and he seems to be holding a hand over there.
Yeah, it's the hand that's gloved as well, Matt.
Yeah, and
Pat Ryan's going to take this free.
let's hope that it's not another injury for Barry Murphy, because God knows he has had enough of them in his
He
career.
had a broken bone in his hand, Matt, after the Limerick's All-Ireland win. We're hoping not. Pat Ryan has missed that free. No,
No,
hasn't.
he is not.
In fairness to Pat, thought he had the call wide.
Yeah.
It was from the Kildimo Pallaskenry goalkeeper, John Chalk. I fell for it, but the umpire up on the right-hand side said that was a point, so it's a free from Pat Ryan. Another one for Doon. And Conor McMahon is on the Kildimo Pallaskenry side as well. I'm just not quite sure yet who he has come on for. It's Darren O'Connell in possession. We'll update you with that while we can, as Liam Griffin strikes this one. Liam Griffin strikes it to the right and wide.
Yeah, that would have been the ideal response from Kildimo Pallaskenry, having fallen 4 points behind. So we have
Puck out comes here, and it's Dermot Cummins up with Kieran McMahon, but it's Dara O'Donovan winning the loose ball. Peter Nash chases him. Dara's with him, but Dara O'Donovan strikes this one, but this one has gone to the left and wide. Dara, who's been so accurate more often than not this evening, Matt, he's entitled to miss one, I suppose.
absolutely, but Dara O'Donovan this evening has been immense.
Oh, absolutely, Matt. Just superb all throughout that game. We can confirm that it's Luke O'Keefe that has gone off, the number 19 for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Kyle Hayes has it in his hand, and Kyle Hayes puts it over the bar. Easy as you like from Kyle Hayes, that one, Matt. And he is starting to just have an influence in around full forward. English is still on him, Matt, but Kyle Hayes picking up ball at the edge of the D is a danger for any team.
Yeah, but it's still it's just a one-score game now, John. And what, we've full 10 minutes left.
Indeed we do. Sideline ball over on that far side. Liam Griffin again, not a great strike. If Jack Cummins was in, Darren O'Connell make sure it's not clean possession before Barry Murphy takes it on. Murphy now needing a bit of help, flicks it inside towards Jack Cummins. Good take from Jack, needs a bit of help. He has it in Kevin Maher. Maybe a goal chance developing for Doon. Here's Maher, goes, puts it over the bar. 4-point game again, and Doon, Matt, are just getting those scores that bit easier at times.
They're getting them a bit easier now, but there was a long period in this second half where they were struggling down here at this end of the field, because they were penned back quite a bit by Kildimo Pallaskenry, but it's now a 4-point game. And
indeed it is, as Cormac Ryan picks up another loose ball, met by Kyle Hayes. It falls to Darren O'Connell. O'Connell again put under pressure, falls to Jack O'Keefe for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Dara O'Donovan's pressure makes sure that shot drops short and into the waiting hands of Tomas Lynch. Lynch plays it forward towards Barry Murphy again. Murphy under pressure from Davy Fitzgerald, helped out by Liam Griffin. Fitzgerald picks up the ball, plays it into the middle to Tony McCarthy. McCarthy goes high and McCarthy goes long towards Kyle Hayes and Adam English. English just gets to the hurley first. Kyle though will get to the ball first. Kyle Hayes will come back onto his left. Beautiful skill from Kyle Hayes. Does it finish match it? It surely does. Glorious score, Matt. And that is as good as it gets.
Absolutely fantastic score from Kyle Hayes, and it's now back to a 3-point game again.
2-13 to 16 points. Wide open game here in Kilmallock as Tomas Lynch takes this one short towards Cormac Ryan. Cactus Keane O'Donovan. O'Donovan switches play towards Barry Murphy. Davy Fitzgerald goes off for it. Dara Stapleton trying to get there as well, but Barry Murphy is a man within his hands. After Donald Coughlin. Coughlin on the run. He's under pressure from Kieran McMahon. Coughlin gets the point. Don't have the answer each time at the moment.
Good score by Donald Coughlin. The way he drifted up on the left and gave the option, took it on and put it over the bar and restored the 4-point lead. We have a Doon player down injured down here to our right, and meanwhile,
it's Tyke Whelan coming on here for Doon.
No, I think Tyke Whelan is only on refreshments duties.
He was indeed, it's Dara Stapleton that's down injured by the looks of things here, Matt. And Dara, it'll be interesting to see how this one develops. Usually doesn't play the 60 when he starts.
Yeah.
Does Dara, so maybe that's his race run here. Physio and the referee discussing there as Garrett Thomas would be the likely substitution. That's exactly what's happening in front of us. It's Garrett Thomas on for Dara Stapleton. I'm just seeing that one is confirmed now. The first sub of the game for Doon.
Well, there's very little doubt about it, but Dara has given a great 50-odd minutes, and he looks to be in a bit of discomfort, but he's okay. He's walking off.
2:14 to 16 points here in the
If I'm right, himself and his nephew are on the one team, Barry Murphy.
That's it, Matt, as this one's launched from John Chalk. Brilliant take back there. It's Diarmuid Cummins that comes away with it off to Eddie Stokes. Stokes being hunted down by 4 Kildimo Pallaskenry players. Does brilliantly to get the ball away to Jack Ryan, who in turn finds Cian O'Donovan, who plays it up towards his brother Dara. Dara didn't get there immediately, but does get to the ball second time round. But Darren O'Connell was back there for Kildimo Pallaskenry. It's flicked up there, brilliantly dispossessed by Dara O'Donovan. A straight in to Garrett Thomas's first touch of the game for Garrett Thomas, and what an introduction it is for the Doon number 22, Matt.
Absolutely, a very, very important score there for Doon, but what great work by Dara O'Donovan.
Yeah, he's been the star turn, really. There's been so many good performances all over the park, but it's O'Donovan that really has set the scene here for Doon in this game as they come away with possession again under pressure. Diarmuid Cummins, though, can't win clean ball. That's Kyle Hayes now that has it for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Switches it over towards Peter Nash. Just a bit high for Nash to catch it. Plays it down, though, to himself. And Jack Cummins does well to put the pressure on. Battle for the ball on the ground now. Donald Coughlin's back there. Great work from Donald Coughlin for Doon. He's really come into his own the last few minutes as the Doon number 14. He's still going. He still keeps it in play. Does brilliantly.
Absolutely.
Brilliantly. But Darren O'Connell should be there for Kildimo Pallaskenry, and he is. So O'Connell now fouled. No, he's not. Kieran McMahon now brilliantly hooked. It's Darrell O'Donovan and Barry Murphy and Pat Ryan. What a triumvirate to chase you down, Matt. As away comes Kevin Maher. Not a good hand pass, though. Unable to do so. Luke O'Keefe is still on the field, and it's delivered this one down, and it's going to break, and it's going to break in play, and it's a push in the back surely by Cian Hayes. Yes, Kieran Barry, we can confirm, was that substitute, not Luke O'Keefe. Kieran Barry that came off in the 50th minute for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Dara O'Donovan is down, and referee Donegal O'Callaghan is saying, I'm not stopping this one. Free needs to be taken. Owen Fitzgibbon is down as well. I think Donegal is thinking, Matt, maybe the time wasting going on.
Dara is okay here at this, thankfully, because he has had an enormous game for Doon this evening.
Oh, he has. He really, really has. Just a fine, fine performance. As this one breaks, and it breaks for Liam Griffin and Jack Ryan. Ryan kicks it ahead. He gets the ball in his hand. Jack Ryan got that goal at the end of the first half, flicked out over the end line by Liam Griffin. We'll give you an update now of the other game in tonight's Limerick Senior Hurling Championship. It is Adair looking like they're heading to victory. 2:19 to 18 points to lead South Liberties and Ballyagran. That game has just over 54 minutes played. We've played 57 minutes or so in this game as Darrell O'Donovan, Matt. Well, this sideline cut, if he can put it over, would bookmark that performance, if he can do it.
It would, and it's certainly within his compass because he is quite proficient at doing it. He has done it just absolutely excellent by Dara.
It's been a game for the ages from Darrell O'Donovan. He's been pushed back into midfield from centre back where he's operated the last couple of games. And Matt, as good as he is at centre back, he's even better at midfield.
Absolutely. Sure, look, it's his bailiwick, isn't it? One of the best midfielders in the country, not just this year, but for the last 5 or 6 years, and one of the best underage midfielders in the country, in my opinion. When he first came on as minor, and up through.
Matt Shorley as well in line for an All-Star this year, you'd have to think.
Absolutely.
Sideline ball over there. As Cormac Ryan, beautiful strike from him, looking for Donald Coughlin. The hand goes up. The hurley went up from Kieran McMahon. The ball breaks to Jack Ryan. Barry O'Connell got the hurley in, did very, very well. And it's Kieran McMahon picking up the loose one. Looks towards Conor McMahon. Young Conor McMahon has been pressed at stages for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Hasn't been able to keep that one in, Matt. And maybe that this 6 point lead that Doon had at half time. It's just been that little bit hard for Kildimo Pallaskenry to bring it in the end.
Yeah, it proved a bit of a bridge too far, but we still have a couple of minutes to go, and however long Donegal O'Callaghan, we had a few stoppages, as you know, however long Donegal will choose to add on, but it looks as if it's going to be a difficult task for Kildimo Pallaskenry at this remove.
Sideline ball blocked there. I think it was Diarmuid Cummins that actually blocked it from Dara. But it's Adam English who's tigerishly getting away from that one. Plays the ball in. It's a good one in towards Pat Ryan. Ryan unable to get it into his hand first time. Does so second attempt. Steps back onto his right hand side. Pat Ryan sends that one between the posts. Second point to that for Pat Ryan. And when he gets that type of ball, Matt O'Callaghan, Pat Ryan is lethal.
And at this stage, John, you would have to say it's game, set and match for Doon, and unfortunately probably the end of the road for Kildimo Pallaskenry, unless there's a seismic and miracle-like turnaround at this stage, because we are into the last minute of regulation time, I think, if I'm correct.
30 seconds remaining of regular time. Foul over there. I think it's on Cian O'Donovan that's been fouled there. Jack O'Keefe pleading his innocence, but referee Donald O'Callaghan may be producing a card here for a wild pull by Jack O'Keefe. But Matt, Doon have just done enough in this game. They have. And in fairness, second half performance from Kildimo Pallaskenry, they've really upped the pace. But Doon had the answer.
They had the answers, and it was a brave performance in the second half by Kildimo Pallaskenry. I don't like singling out players, but I'd like to mention Donald Coughlin. I saw him against the Piercic last week. He's a very, very young player. An awful lot of things he did here tonight were very, very good in my view. He got an excellent point down there, and if you remember down here a while ago, he was pushed out over the sideline, but he defended the ball, he kept it in, and it was the type of stuff that you get from much more experienced players. But he's a player, he's a find of the season, he's one of the finds of the championship, and he's a player with a very, very bright future.
Kyle Hayes with this shot from long range inside his own 65 metre line, and Hayes has nailed it. Matt, we've nearly played 1 minute of additional time. There's going to be 5 in total. We've got the signal. Maybe, just maybe, if they can get a quick goal. It's not fully over for Kildimo Pallaskenry yet.
Not fully over, but
it's a long road back.
It's a long road back. It needs 2 goals. It's possible. But I'm afraid
very difficult as
the biggest enemy now to Kildimo Pallaskenry at this stage is the clock.
Indeed it is here. It's Adam English on the run. Takes the pass from Cian O'Donovan off to Pat Ryan. This could finish it all together. Ryan has sent it, and he sent it to the right and wide. At all the markings of a goal for Pat Ryan, but he's missed it, Matt.
I don't know why Adam English didn't take on the points opportunity there and put the game to bed.
There's a chance to put 7 between them again. And back with play. Puck out comes. Breaks now for Conor McMahon. McMahon will run towards goal. Lyle loses it though, and it's picked up back there. Eddie Stokes involved again as Darragh O'Donovan once more comes away with it. Plays it up towards Adam English. Kyle Hayes is there with him. That battle continues. Barry Murphy ships a heavy challenge, but off he goes, and Barry Murphy showing his pace off to Donald Coughlin. Coughlin now breaking away from Kieran McMahon. He's been fouled. And just to emphasise your point, Matt, Donald Coughlin always on the player's shoulder, always available to take the pass.
Absolutely, took the pass, and when he seemed to be running out of road, drew the foul, and this is has to be a clincher, because what are we? We're 2 minutes into injury time, 2 of the 5 gone. I don't think Barry Murphy is going to be in a terrible hurry with this particular one.
No, I would imagine not, Matt. Barry Murphy, yellow card for Kieran McMahon on the other side of things, but
I think Barry will do all the teeing up that's necessary before he moves to strike this one.
On the edge of the D, or semicircle, or whatever you want to call it, Matt. It looks like a D from many, many angles as Murphy strikes this one. Just a little flick over the bar from Barry. Second free of the game for him. And it is Doon now, 2-18 to 17 points, Matt. And they are full value for this victory.
Absolutely. Apart from a spell in the third quarter, when we got a response from
Kildimo Pallaskenry got it back to 2 points.
Yeah.
It was game on at that stage, but they had the necessary reaction.
Yeah.
There's another free out here.
Yeah. And
could be a bit more butt work here for the referee, Donald O'Callaghan, Matt.
Silly.
Jack O'Keefe.
Bit of silly stuff going on now at this stage of the game.
Second yellow for Jack O'Keefe in quick succession, followed by a red for Jack O'Keefe, and that's the end of his evening's work, man. It's a shame for Jack O'Keefe. He'd had a very, very good game throughout for Kildimo Pallaskenry.
He absolutely had, but that's the type of thing you get with frustration in the closing stages. You're 3 minutes into injury time, you're 7 points down, and I suppose you can't justify it, but it's to a certain degree it's somewhat understandable.
100% it is. Cormac Ryan with the free, heading towards Donald Coughlin again, broken down by Kieran McMahon. Garrett Thomas has won it though. Thomas flicks well, I think he was going for the shot, it's dropped short. Tony McCarthy comes away, plays it off to Barry O'Connell. Barry O'Connell to John Chalk. Chalk is 100% going to launch this one as only he can, in around to the edge of the 14 metre line. Great bit of work from Diarmuid Cummins, flicks it away. Darragh O'Donovan picks up the pieces, and Doon coming away with it. O'Donovan launches it, switches play, and it's Donald Coughlin up there, leaves it for Kevin Maher. Kevin Maher now flicked away from him by Barry O'Connell. That's a sideline ball for Doon. We played 4.5 minutes at a time, 30 seconds remaining here. It's nearly full time as well in Ballygrand. They've played 2 minutes of additional time. It's Adair leading 221 to 20 points. Their hopes of finishing the top two, Matt, look to be back on.
Look to be back on, but they still need one result at least to go their way, and they certainly need a decent bit of luck, a decent slight look if they're to grab that one promotion place at this stage. But all they can do is win, keep winning, and see where it takes them.
O'Donovan with the strike. Hurley got to it by Kevin O'Connell. Breaks short, doesn't go into Pat Ryan initially anyway. Pat Ryan on the run here. Davy Fitzgerald, who's probably had his best game of the championship for Kildimo Pallaskenry tonight as well, plays this one forward. Dangerous one in towards Kyle Hayes. Cormac Ryan is out there with him. Kyle will go for his point, will Kyle Hayes, but he'll miss to the right and wide, and Matt, that should be it here in Kilmallock.
Yeah, I think Donegal is probably looking at his watch, I think.
And Matt, it is pretty much over in Adair. As I said, they've got a third goal, and it's Declan Hannon has got it, and Declan Hannon making his return. Last week got a goal, this week he's got a goal. It's full time here in Kilmallock, where Doon have earned a 218 to 17 point win over Kildimo Pallaskenry. Sadly, from Kildimo Pallaskenry's point of view, Matt, condemns them back into Group 2 for 2024, but they would have learned a lot. We'll talk about them in a moment, Matt, but firstly on Doon, they're back in the championship now.
Yeah, they're back in the championship race, and it has been a funny season for Doon by any stretch of the imagination. You had the situation in the first round, very heavy defeat to Kilmallock, bounce back in the second round and beat Patrickswell. You had a very, very heavy defeat in the Piershick last week, and here they bounce back again, 4 days later. And you would have to say John got a comprehensive win this evening. It was 7 points in the finish, but they were very, very worthy winners, because when they were tested and when it was put up to them and when the gauntlet was thrown down to them, they were 6 points up at half time, they extended to 7. But Kildimo Pallaskenry, they had a very, very good third quarter, during which they reduced the margin to 2 points. And you were saying at that stage, it was anybody's game, and it was. But they found that extra gear. And you talk about tight games, and you talk about big games, and you talk about clubs being challenged by people being out through injury, this, that, or the other thing. It's then you see who your leaders are, and you need them to stand up. In Darragh O'Donovan, Adam English, Barry Murphy, Pat Ryan, they had the leaders that took the game by the scruff of the neck. It's fantastic to see Barry Murphy back, because he has had an injury-pocked career, and it's just great to see him back. And I would have to say, and this is no disrespect, that his performance this evening was well up a good couple of notches on last Saturday night. But of course, last Saturday night he was probably thrown in a bit, maybe at the deep end. But Doon are now in a strong position to make at least the quarter-finals, John. They have a hand in the final round, and of course we don't know what the situation with Han will be. Now, even if a Han are beaten by Napiershik, it'll be all to play for in a hand, because they could conceivably, if they beat Doon, they could end up with 4 points, and they'd win on the head-to-head. So, there's an awful lot of permutations. As we said at the outset, we're not so sure that this Group 4 is going to, or Round 4 is going to decide very much. And I think that's probably about the way it's going to pan out. But overall, I think we had a very good game this evening. There was good quality hurling, very, very good passages of hurling. And, you just have to hats off to Doon for the manner in which they recovered from, what was a shattering defeat to the Piershick the other night. So it's onward and upwards for Doon. Sadly for Kildimo Pallaskenry, it's a return to Section B, but they're not going very far away.
No, indeed, they're not. Full-time score in Ballyagran in the Group 2 clash between Adair and South Liberties. 2 late goals for Adair in that game from Declan Hannon and Willie Griffin have seen them to a 4-21 to 20 point victory over South Liberties, who will need to beat Garsplan their last game to have any hope of staying up. Indeed, they will stay up if they manage to do that, will Brian Foley's men. So
if Garsplan are beaten by Ballybrown in the meantime.
Of course, Matt, indeed.
Yeah.
I'm preempting a couple of results there, which of course I shouldn't do. Ballybrown big favourites for that one against the Bouncers.
Oh no, yes, absolutely, yeah.
Well, either way, it's full time from us here in Kilmallock. I'll be back with Joe Quaid tomorrow from Cappamore for the Group 1 clash between Kilmallock and Patrickswell. Well, Tom Clancy will be with Matt O'Callaghan on Friday evening again, I think, for Ballybrown against Garsplan. But we will see about that one. Either way, from us in Kilmallock, that's all from us. My many thanks to Matt O'Callaghan of the Weekly Observer and Vale Star for his company and expert analysis this evening. It's me, John Keogh, signing off till tomorrow evening. Thanks for tuning in. Delivers ball inside. Pat Ryan going for it, as is Kevin Maher. It's Maher that has Jack Ryan has it for Doon. Pull back, surely a free coming, but doesn't matter to Ryan as he buries it anyway. Brilliant finish.
Are out for various reasons at the moment.
Dara Stabling with the strike after great work from Kevin Maher. Took his time that Stabling touch wasn't there from Stabling. It was though from Kyle Hayes, and Hayes with the strike, and Kyle Hayes has hit that one. What a score from Kyle Stokes. And Stokes fancies his chances against Sean Barry. Barry's doing his best to catch him, but Eddie Stokes has the pace and he has the panache with the finish. Instead of him, Darren O'Connell, who's playing a bit deeper in the second half, gets this strike away. Darren O'Connell has been lethal in front of goals. Time before another look at the goals. It's Barry with the strike. It's dropping, and it's dropping. Over the bar from Sean Barry is Barry Murphy for Doon. It's Darragh O'Donovan off his left. So Donovan needing a score for Doon. And it's Darragh O'Donovan that has gone off, the number 19 for Kildimo Pallaskenry. Kyle Hayes has it in his hand, and Kyle Hayes puts it over the bar. Easy. Needs a bit of help. He has it in Kevin Maher. Maybe a goal chance developing for Doon. Here's Maher goes, puts it over the bar. 4 point game again. Hayes will come back onto his left. Beautiful skill from Kyle Hayes. Does it finish match it? It surely does. Glorious. Is a man within his hands after Donald Coughlin. Coughlin on the run. He's under pressure from Kieran McMahon. Coughlin gets the point. Doon have the answer. Pallaskenry's flicked up there. Brilliantly dispossessed by Darragh O'Donovan. Straight into Garrett Thomas's first touch of the game for Garrett Thomas. And what an introduction it is.
Compass, because he is quite proficient at doing it. He has done it just absolutely excellent by Darragh.
Ryan unable to get it into his hand first time, does so second attempt, steps back onto his right hand side. Pat Ryan sends that one between the posts. Second bite,
and he's a player with a very, very bright future.
Kyle Hayes with this shot from long range inside his own 65 metre line, and Hayes is what to call it, Matt. It looks like a D from many angles as Murphy strikes this one. Just a little flick over the bar from Barry, making his return. Last week got a goal, this week he's got a goal. It's full time here in Kilmallock, where Doon have earned a 218 to 17 point win over Kildimo Pallaskenry. Sadly, from Kildimo Pallaskenry's point of view, Matt, condemns them